boy Greg, back again with another video. If you're new to this channel, we talk about fragrance related topics, so if there's something that you're interested in, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every single time I upload. Alright, so today I got a first impressions unboxing for you guys, and it's going to be on the fragrance that I've been very excited to smell. Man, I've heard so many positive things about this particular fragrance. I've even heard that this fragrance right here was, to a lot of people, in their own opinion, the best fragrance release of 2021. So today we're going to go ahead and check this fragrance out, and the fragrance that I'm talking about is from the house of Zaharoff, and it's Rosé. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open it up for you guys, give you a little ASMR. I'm really excited to try this fragrance, y'all. Very excited. Alright, so here's the presentation. Pretty neat box. You know, it has the Zaharoff logos all around it. I hope you can see it. You open it, and then this is pretty much where the fragrance sits. Sits comfortably. Pretty neat bottle as well. Let me go ahead and take it out so I can show you guys. Alright, here's the bottle. I actually really like this because, you know, I don't have any pink bottles, and I know a lot of guys may think, oh, that's too feminine, but from what I've heard, this fragrance right here is actually rose based, but it's not a feminine type of rose. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to read off the note breakdown, okay, and then we're going to smell it. I haven't smelled this fragrance. I've actually been sitting on it for about 3 to 4 days. I'm saving it so I could do a first impressions for you guys. So let me go ahead and get the note breakdown, and then we'll talk about what it smells like to me. All right, so the note breakdown is Turkish rose, rose odo, gold amber, jasmine, red peony, sandalwood, vanilla bean, oud, and frankincense. So to me, it sounds like it's going to be a really good fragrance. Sounds like it's going to be a little bit different than what I'm expecting. Let's go ahead and spray this thing and see what it's working with. All right, here we go. Okay. Wow. Okay, so definitely you can smell the rose, but like I've heard, it's not a feminine rose at all. Wow, it almost has kind of like a underlying sweetness. It's like a sweet rose. Man, this is actually really nice. This right here is what I would consider to be one of those fragrances that make you feel some type of way, man. I always talk about fragrances like that on my channel, and because of that, this fragrance is going to probably be one of my favorites in my entire collection, because as I'm smelling this right now, I'm just getting a very calm sensation, man. I mean, it smells so good, very relaxed. You know, it does have some sweetness, but it has almost like a resinous type sweetness, like a balsamic resinous type sweetness. That rose is just there. It's not all up in your face, but it's there. It's pretty much the base, the core, the everything, right? But, you know, mixed in the middle, you can smell, you know, the vanilla, the frankincense. You can smell that sweetness. This is definitely not for the juvenile, in my opinion, but it's definitely unisex and probably the best way. I'm going to be honest with you. If you smell Baccarat Rouge 540, I'm not saying that this smells like that, but it kind of has that same effect, in my opinion. It's like it's a sweetness that is really just not like a gourmandish sweetness or anything like that. It's just a nice, smooth sweetness that just really sets this fragrance apart from everything else. I mean, wow. This fragrance smells amazing. Now, the rose is very authentic in this fragrance. I can tell you that right now. Like, the rose is there. It's just not in your face. It's not piercing or anything like that. It's just there. Like, it's literally like an actual rose. An authentic rose is right here in front of your face, and you're smelling it. You know, it's not too strong. It's not too generic or anything like that. It legit smells authentic. Another thing that's kind of standing out to me, but it's very subtle, is the oud. I can actually smell the oud in this fragrance, man, but it's very subtle. So when you hear like the rose and the oud, you normally think of like loud, in your face, just pungent, because a lot of fragrances are like that when you have that oud and rose combination. But this one right here is just like, man, it's very subtle, man. It's very nice, very tame, man. This is like a fragrance that, if I could describe it in a way that you would understand, it's like a person that walks into the room and they just steal the show. They're not trying too hard, they're not doing anything extra. They just basically walk in the room and everybody notices them, and they're just captivated by this particular person, whether it's the way they look, the way they dress, the way they walk, whatever it is, it's something that just really captivates the room, man. And that's how I see this fragrance. It's not trying too hard at all. It's actually a masterpiece in my opinion. This is perfect. So right off the bat, what I will say about this fragrance is that it is, I can't say it's the best release of 2021. I can't really say that right now, but I can definitely say it's at least in the top 5. At least in the top 5 releases of 2021. I can definitely say it's probably one of the best rose fragrances I've ever smelled. Why? Because it's very tame, very subtle, very nice, very smooth, very enjoyable. And like I told you before, I love fragrances that really just paint a picture, fragrances that really just make you feel some type of way. And this fragrance right here is just like a very beautiful fragrance. I mean, just imagine a beautiful person, man, that's just quiet, soft, gentle, but at the same time, they're very captivating. It's like they're not trying, but it's just like something about them that just really captivates you, man. And that's this fragrance, man. It's very sexy, man. This is a sexy fragrance. I mean, I've said fragrances in the past were sexy, but this fragrance right here is sexy. Definitely unisex, so if you're a woman or a man, this is for you. It's not too feminine, it's not too masculine. It's legit the definition of unisex when it comes to fragrances. Like, this fragrance is unisex all the way. If you don't like rose, I would highly recommend that you try Rosé from the house of Zaharoff. Please do. This fragrance right here will probably change your mind about rose, especially if you're a fella. I know you're like, man, I don't want to wear rose, like I'm a dude, I'm masculine, but look, I'm telling you, this right here, if you put this on and you go around people, especially the ladies, I can see you actually getting a lot of compliments, people being drawn to you, because that's what this fragrance does for me. Like, it's so sexy, man. I'm telling you, it makes me feel some type of way. I'm definitely going to be rocking this fragrance a lot. So as far as the rating, I'm definitely going to give this a 9.5. For what it is, man, I really, really enjoy it. I like it for what I've smelled so far. I do plan on doing an update on this fragrance so I can actually wear it, see if I do get compliments, see how the longevity is, see if it changes on the skin or anything like that. So, this right here is just the first impressions, and right off the bat, to me, it's a 9.5. Really, really, really good fragrance. You know what? Before I end this video, let me go ahead and spray it on skin and see if it smells any different on skin. Okay, so on skin, it is a lot brighter. A lot brighter. I will say that rose it does push a lot more on skin. Definitely pushes a lot more on skin, but it's still very sexy, man. It's actually a little bit more potent as well. Oh my God, it smells even better on skin, guys. Like, this thing right here is amazing. Zaharoff, they do things correctly when it comes to fragrances. They don't try too hard. They just make a fragrance, it's good, and people love it. Then they move on to making another masterpiece, man. This right here is what I would consider to be a masterpiece, man. I wouldn't even be surprised if people start trying to clone this fragrance, man. It's so good. It's so, so, so good. So, all the hype that I've heard about Rosé, in my opinion, was well deserved. It is worth the hype, man. Zaharoff Rosé is worth the hype. So if you haven't checked it out, if you kind of, against the fence on whether or not you should check it out, look, go to their website. I'm going to leave the link down below and go ahead and cop this, man. I'm telling you, you will not go wrong. Even if it's a blind buy. I mean, it was a blind buy for me. You will not go wrong with Rosé. All right, so that's going to wrap up this video, man. That was just the first impressions on Rosé. Like I said, I really, really enjoy it. I'm definitely looking forward to wearing it out. It's definitely a fragrance that is going to probably end up in the top 5, top 10 in my entire collection. It's very sexy, very alluring, and just one of those smooth fragrances that is captivating, man. And I really, really enjoy that about that fragrance. Again, I'm going to be doing an update video on it. I don't know when, but after I get a couple days with it full wearing and see how the performance is and all of those types of things, I'll do another video just to update you guys, okay? So if you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and that's it. Take care. Peace.